Hi, it's me, Captain. My mommy is the best. Supermom will be next. She helps mommy. It looks my back. Your dick goes back. And this might go back. You wait for the straw. Wash. Get ready for it. Super slippery. Not super squat.
All right, this is the comeback episode for Healing for the Soul podcast. Now, within this podcast episode, the Healing for the Soul, this is season number 6, being episode number 1, in partnership with Sphere Rocket for all your virtual assistant needs. The link to connect to Sphere Rocket is at the bottom of this episode, along with all my contact information. So let's get started. You may have been wondering, where have I been for the last year and a half, almost 2 years now that I have not recorded any podcast episodes? I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of different soul searching, and everybody hits this point in their life when they gotta let go of some things so that they can go up in order to achieve what they want to achieve in life. So in all the things that I have been through in the last 2 years, I can think of, I've been through a ton of things. I can either focus on the negatives, like I don't have an office anymore. I can focus on another negative of how I didn't go to IMC in 2024 for International Maxwell Conference. There's so many ridiculous things that I can think of that has happened negatively. And yet at the same time, I can also focus on all the positives that has happened. Like I've got a virtual assistant who is absolutely amazing, which is why I said, hey, you want to have your own virtual assistant? I highly recommend that you use Sphere Rocket, which my link will be at the bottom of this episode for you to get in contact to figure out how you can get your own VA for all your virtual assistant needs. They're more affordable than the ones in the US. And not only that, we're pretty dang amazing too. I love my VA, Hal, by the way. You're not taking her, but she's mine. But outside of that, you can get your own VA by going to Sphere Rocket. The link is at the bottom of the episode here. And in the meantime, here's something that I've been focusing on in this comeback episode, this comeback of Healing for the Soul podcast. Really, what does it all entail? Really, what it all entails is no longer taking on the certain people, not even just in the podcast itself, but people in life in general, in the profession of personal development. You see, one thing that I have noticed is that there's a lot of people who want to heal, who want to get better. So then they go do the usual traditional talk therapy, and they do the usual go take some pills out of a pill bottle and think that that'll cure their depression. That's a far fetch from the reality. The reality is nothing gets better until you make a decision, which a decision is to cut all ties, burn all the bridges to that decision that you've made, that you are no longer going to be doing what you've done in the past, getting the exact same results. See, most people won't even consider something like hypnotherapy because they'd rather say, they don't want mind control. Well, did you know that being on your phone, the people who are on there for hours upon hours, losing track of time, starting to feel all that anger, dealing with different emotions, the bullying, the trolling that happens on social media. That's all mind control right there. You want to be able to control somebody. The best way to control somebody is keep them stupid, keep them where they have to be taught what to think, not how to think. You keep them in a certain amount of working hours, 9 to 5 or 9 to 3 if you're a school system. You keep people in these certain low-level awareness in their thinking. You never let them know how that they can become more. You never teach them how to take control of their emotions. You never teach people these things, because if you do, what's going to happen is that when a person looks in the mirror, they realize who they are. They realize how powerful they are. The second people realize how powerful they are, they look at all the bullshit crap around them. And when they do, they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy and grateful that I am not an average, low-level thinker. I'm happy and grateful that I'm doing the work on myself. I'm releasing the stuff. I'm facing my emotions. I'm facing the stuff that 95% of the world doesn't want to face. That's why only 5% of the world's population has all the money. And 95% of the people don't. It's simply because their choices. It has nothing to do with your race. It has nothing to do with your background of where you grew up, what situation you grew up in. It has nothing to do with any of that at all whatsoever. If it did, then can you explain to me why there's a lot of people that are first-time millionaires, first-time billionaires within their family? So you wouldn't be able to do that because most people are unaware. The results they get are simply because of their emotions and their thoughts. When combined, you can create beautiful, wonderful life, or you can completely destroy your life, which most people, they like to blame other people. So of course they're going to take and destroy their life. I mean, they don't know any better. They're at that animalistic behavior. The animalistic is they're reacting just on what happens. So say, for example, I get hit, I'm going to hit you back. That's level animal awareness. You cut me off in traffic, I'm going to go make sure that I take and make sure you get cut off in traffic. That's animalistic behaviors. Now, when you move up, you get to this mass, just drop the M, where people go follow the leader. They go follow what other people are doing. There's a reason why you got followers online. You see how this works? Most people are unaware of these things. So when they have something like hypnosis done, they start to become aware that within this process, things are changing. And a lot of people get uncomfortable with that. And that's normal. The mind is supposed to make you run away from anything that you've never experienced. That's where you get the anxiety, which is normal. Your doctors aren't going to tell you that anxiety is normal, because then how else are they going to get suckers, people to get money out of them? There's no way to cut it. So if you can't tell by now, then this comeback episode, I'm going to start being more of me, the real, true Robin, the one that's like, you know what, I'm a no BS, no cookie cutter. You want a cookie cutter, you want to talk BS, you want to go blame, shame other people who are rich, who are doing better than you are, this is not for you. I am definitely not for those people. The low level of awareness, the mass, and just drop the M, and the people who have the animalistic. I'm not for them. Never have been. I just can't do that. So in this episode, this comeback is more of a proclamation of who I used to be, what I'm doing now, and the greatness that's going to be coming from this podcast. Because you see, bringing it back, I thought long and hard for several months why I would want to bring it back, what I was going to focus on, and who I want to affect, who I want to help. And really what it came down to is I want to help the parents out. And the parents, if you look around, there's a lot of parents that are dumber than a box of rocks. I got more use for a box of rocks for some of these parents. But if you look around, they generally give their kids a cell phone, a tablet, the TV to pacify them, to numb them, to be able to control them in a way. And then they wonder why their child grows up and they can't get them off the damn video games. Why they can't get their kids off of the screens. Why their child is mean. Why their kids are lazy, not wanting to clean the house, not wanting to do anything. Why their kids don't want to better themselves. Look at the parents. The parents are the reason why the child is in this situation and to begin with. Now, most parents, you've probably already tuned out, like, I'm done with this. But the good, decent, excellent parents like myself are like, you know what? She's absolutely right. Robin has some good points. And yes, I do. Because if you look, my kids are going to be the ones giving other people a job. And I know that because my kids are outside playing with toys. My kids have more toys. They don't have the electronics and the phones and all that. Unless you're making money from that stuff, you don't need it. Even at that, children don't need it. And if you look at a lot of adults, the way they operate, they don't even need it. Because they're trolling. They're making other people's lives miserable. They're called the haters. And the haters, here's the secret about haters that I have really notice these haters, these are the people who think they're better than others, but yet at the same time, they want to blame, shame, whine, piss, moan, cry about their life, even though they have zero desire to make any self-improvement. They would rather blame other people, their situation, their skin color, their hair color, whatever they want to blame it on, rather than realizing that the only way they're going to get better is that they've got to go look at the person in the mirror, take full 100% responsibility for their choices, their actions, their decisions, what they've done, what they haven't done. And that includes trauma. Yes, 100% it includes trauma, because here's the deal. People that are in the personal development, the ones that make it, the ones who are out there changing the world, you know what I figured out? These are the ones like myself that said, you know what? Forget traditional ways. It doesn't work. Forget being like everybody else and being average and not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to develop myself. In fact, I forgive all the people who have hurt me. I've gone through more traumas than most people in one lifetime in a very short span. And I reiterate this simply because, one, I'm damn proud of the fact that I'm still alive. I'm still going. I'm still doing things. I'm not making BS excuses like a lot of people I see out here doing. I got all these people who are like, well, you can't have kids and a business. Why should I wait until I'm an old person? And by older, why should I wait until my kids are out of the home? At 40, 50 years old, my kids won't be out of the home at that point. But I'm just saying, most of the people I meet that are in business, especially women, they're over the age of 50, starting their business because their kids are out of the home. Why didn't you do it sooner? Were you not that strong enough? Were you not that brave enough? Were you not that courageous enough? You still had to go to work. You still had to go to a job. Like, why couldn't you do it while you were younger? Like, that's the people that I'm talking to. The people who would need to speak up and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm out here living my mission, the Business and Babies brand of you can do both. Literally, I've hypnotized people while breastfeeding, still doing the work in office or online. And here's the deal. I'm extremely powerful. I'm going in for number 8 C-section. Most women can't even do that, because most of them are quick to listen to the doctors. Instead of taking back power and control of their own mind, instead of taking and standing up, being empowered, instead of doing the things they want to do, they let everybody else decide for them. So you tell me, who has more control over their mind? The person who does the work. The person who goes deeper and finds out who they truly are at their core, so they can go out and change the world. And guess what? That is me. That is Robin Stoltman. And I'm here to tell the world that this is my comeback episode for Healing for the Soul podcast. So if you think it's all going to be sunshines and rainbows, you can forget it. That ain't happening over here. This is the no BS on parenting. This is the no BS on your mind. This is the no BS in life of how you want to improve yourself. This is for the high achievers. And all the high achievers get 100% what I'm saying. We get burnt out, frustrated with the rest of the world that just can be content sitting on their butts not doing much. Not accomplishing much in life. I mean, they think they are, but they're really not. So, with all this being said, I am so happy and grateful for your time and your energy. And remember, this is the comeback episode. This is the Healing for the Soul is back in business. And I never left the hypnotherapy and the Reiki and the digital marketing, all the stuff that I do. I've got the time and energy for that. And I have the time and energy for all the kids that I have. Because most people would just rather stay comfortable, make excuses, and just have life happen to them. I'm out there to make life happen for me. My dream will make room for me. What are your dreams? Where are you going? That is the Healing for the Soul part of this journey. Go out there and make it a great day.
That's all for now, folks. Make sure you for fun. Tap that follow button. Subscribe. Quack, quack. Bye-bye. Wow, next time. Now you got it.